a queen's favorite artist, a refugee, an entrepreneur, a master of rebuilding. Élisabeth Vigée Le Brun was all four, and her life contains a success code that's just as powerful today as it was 250 years ago. I'm Nicole Dallet, and this is the Diva Decode, where we break down iconic female artists and steal their mindset, strategy, and confidence so you can level up your own life. Every episode, one legend, one blueprint. Real takeaways you can use, because success isn't random, it's patterned. Today's legend is Élisabeth Vigée Le Brun, one of the most successful portrait painters in history, and a woman who built a thriving career in a world that wasn't designed for women to succeed. Born in Paris in 1755, Élisabeth showed artistic talent at a young age. Her father was a painter, and he encouraged her abilities before his death when she was just a child. By her teenage years, she was already earning money from her artwork, and that alone was unusual. In 18th century France, professional opportunities for women were limited. Most women couldn't simply decide they wanted a career, especially in the arts. Yet Élisabeth kept painting, developing her skills, and building a reputation. Her big breakthrough came when she became the favorite portrait artist of Queen Marie Antoinette. She painted the Queen more than 30 times and became one of the most sought-after artists in Europe. Her elegant portraits helped shape how the royal family was seen by the public. Step into the glittering court where Élisabeth painted Marie Antoinette by listening to this week's playlist in the description. But Élisabeth's story wasn't all glamour. When the French Revolution began in 1789, her connection to the royal court made her a target. She fled France with her daughter and spent years traveling through Italy, Austria, Russia, and other parts of Europe. Instead of allowing exile to end her career, she rebuilt it again and again in different countries, attracting wealthy clients wherever she went. By the end of her life, she had created hundreds of portraits, gained international recognition, and become one of the most accomplished female artists of her era. So what can modern women learn from her? Let's decode the blueprint. Mindset 1. Invest in lifelong learning. Élisabeth never stopped learning. Although she showed artistic promise at a young age, she didn't rely on natural ability alone. She spent years studying painting techniques, observing other artists, practicing portraiture, and constantly refining her craft. As she traveled throughout Europe during her years in exile, she encountered new artistic styles, different cultures, and diverse clients. She remained curious and adapted her work to different audiences while continuing to improve her skills. The world changes quickly, industries evolve, technology advances. What makes you successful 5 years ago may not be enough to keep you successful 5 years from now. Lifelong learning isn't just about professional growth. It's about maintaining adaptability and confidence in an unpredictable world. Mindset 2. Tell your own story. One of the lesser-known things Élisabeth did was make sure her story didn't disappear. Later in life, she wrote memoirs that documented her experiences, her travels, her career, and the remarkable people she met along the way. That might not sound revolutionary today, but for a woman in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, it was significant, particularly since she lived through one of the most dramatic periods in European history. By recording her experiences, she ensured that future generations would understand not only what she accomplished, but how she accomplished it. Too often, people think their story isn't interesting enough to tell. But every challenge you've overcome, every risk you've taken, and every insight you've gained can offer encouragement, perspective, or inspiration to someone else. You never know who could be facing a similar obstacle, and by sharing your story, you might be creating a roadmap to help others navigate their own journey with greater confidence and clarity. Mindset 3. Build financial independence. Élisabeth didn't just pursue art as a passion, she turned it into a profession. At a time when most women depended financially on fathers, husbands, or other male relatives, she earned her own income through her talent and built a career that gave her a level of independence that was rare for women of her era. And that financial independence helped her navigate uncertainty. When the French Revolution forced her to flee France, she faced the daunting challenge of starting over in unfamiliar countries. But because she had developed a valuable skill and knew how to turn that skill into income, she was able to rebuild her career again and again. Financial independence isn't just about money, it's about options. It's about having the ability to make decisions based on what aligns with your goals rather than what necessity demands. So here's the Diva Decode on Élisabeth. Stay teachable, and your willingness to keep learning will open the door to growth and new opportunities. Own your narrative, because there's power in your story. Turn talent into freedom by building skills that create financial independence and provide options. Élisabeth succeeded in a world that offered women few advantages. Yet she built a career that crossed borders, survived political upheaval, and left a legacy that still inspires people centuries later. That's strategy, resilience, and confidence in action. And that's a blueprint worth decoding. I'm Nicole Dallet, and this has been the Diva Decode. If you enjoyed today's episode exploring Élisabeth Vigée Le Brun's remarkable playbook for success, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a decode. Each week, we break down the mindset, strategies, and confidence of an iconic woman and turn her story into practical lessons you can use in your own life. If you'd like to support the show, click on the Buy Me a Coffee link below or join our inner circle for exclusive content and the chance to help decide which legendary diva we decode next. Until next time, remember to always keep a little glamour in your life.